and get your thoughts on the whole cash bail shit in general. You can see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Rapper 50 Cent, as he is known,
50 Cent.
in LA, the city.
Hey, he low-key trolling when he said that. 50 Cent, like, he low-key hate nigga, but all right.
Is about to get out of control, he writes, over its bail policy, allowing more criminals to walk free. The rapper posting a local news clip about the far-left bail reform saying, quote, LA is finished. Watch how bad it gets out there. Shaking my head.
Yeah, man. So what's your thoughts on that, man? You think he got some, you think he's on to something, bro? You first and foremost, let me ask
so he's saying,
go ahead. Go.
So he said, okay, so he's asking, okay, so what's the law that, so LA is saying, they're saying no cash bail,
cash bail, just to explain that. Actually, here, let's look it up, bro. But I believe no cash bail is like, so right now when you go to jail, right? You get accused of a crime by law enforcement. They charge you for certain crimes that they think you committed. And what happens is when you go to jail, I believe you have a certain amount of time to get this, to come up with some money. You got to pay 10% of the amount, and you get released. No cash bail means that, and the reason why they did this, by the way, is because they say that rich people have an advantage. If they get in trouble, they can get bailed out. So they said no cash bail, which means that poor people get stuck in jail if they do crimes and rich people don't. So the whole idea of it is to make sure that poor people have the same, I guess, advantage as rich people. You feel me? So you get out without, without paying bail. But I'm gonna look up the definition right here.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I thought that was more so like, when I heard no cash bail, I'm thinking more so like that just means you can't bail out.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna pull it.
Like,
nah. Hey, I thought the same thing when I first heard it. I thought the same thing, but nah, it don't mean that. It means the
then
exact
I'm thinking
opposite
like, okay, if that means you can't bail out, then that wouldn't necessarily mean that would mean that. I mean,
all right. So look, what does no cash bail mean? It says this system means that people with money can buy their way out of jail no matter what their charges, while people without enough money are stuck in jail simply because they cannot afford to buy their freedom. This system is not only unfair, but also does not protect your safety.
That's weird.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts, man? So let me go back. So I personally think, bro, I don't know. I'm so impartial on that, bro, because on one hand, I get the idea of like niggas who papered up, they get their freedom instantly. And you might come from a poor family. You may make a mistake, and now you stuck in jail all the way until trial. Which if you fight, I don't know if you noticed, but if you fight jail from inside, it's so much harder to win your case. You got to fight it from the outside, bro, being free. But man, I don't know, bro. This is a tough one.
I don't get how.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out how, because it's definitely an unfair law. Because you would think they would make it to where if you were rich, you can't just buy your way out of jail because you're rich,
right?
But they're making it harder on the average person who normally wouldn't even pay. Like if they didn't have the money, they wouldn't pay bail. So it's not really affecting. I mean, if I'm understanding this right, it's not really affecting anybody in the sense of they're making it to where, okay, it's no cash bail. They're making it to where if you have the money, no matter what the charge, you can bail out. But they're making it to where if you don't have the money, that you can't bail out. If you don't have the money, you can't bail out anyway.
It's interesting, right?
So that's what I'm like. I'm trying to understand what they mean by that. Like I would think that it would be the opposite way around is what I mean. Like the poor person can actually bail out no matter what their charge is if they have the money.
Well, the idea is to make it to where you don't need money to bail out. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need you don't have to pay to bail out. You just I don't know who pays.
So they're basing it off of your status.
No, like I think
if you're rich.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, like if you're rich, they're basically basing it off of that. Like, oh, you're rich, so you can automatically basically get out of jail free card for rich people.
It's assumed because if you rich and you go to jail, you got the bread to pay the bill. And if you poor, nigga, sometimes, hey, nigga, them bail fees, I don't know, they be high, nigga. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, but if you can't pay them, then how does that law affect you anyway? You're like, I can't pay it anyway. Really all that law makes it is just easier by law. If somebody looks up the law and tries to use that in court to say the law says that this person can bail out no matter what the charge is, if they're rich and have the money. But if you're broke then and you can't bail out anyway, they're basically saying if you're broke, I guess if they're saying that if you're broke or you don't have any proof, because you know how niggas be bailing out, and they don't have any, like, there's no proof of where this money's coming from,
right? So
they're basically saying if for the people who don't have the money, who is clear that you don't have the money, they're probably saying you can't. There's no way you can bail out. Like even if you have, even if like if there's no proof of how you have got this bail money, then you can't use that money to bail yourself out. Is what I would think that means.
Nah, pretty much what it is that it levels the playing field, because let's say, all right, you rich, I'm poor, right? We go to jail for the same exact crime, right? This is pre no cash bail. You rich, I'm poor. We both rob a store and we get locked up. The cops charge us with the same exact crime. You have enough financials to pay your bail, get out, you back on the streets and do whatever you do. Me, my family can't come up with let's say the bail was 5,000, right? You got that 5 racks, you pay it, you rich, you able to get out. I'm poor. I don't have that 5 bands to get out of jail when I commit that crime. So therefore I'm stuck in there all the way until, until the court date or whatever, till I go to trial, which is the worst thing you could do, is be in jail while you're going to trial. You want to be fighting while being free. So with that said, with the no cash bail, what that means is the rich person get out without paying, the poor person get out without paying. Did that make sense? It makes it to where both sides. Okay. I mean, it's not really helping rich people, but allegedly it's helping poor people.
Okay, so you're saying that both can get out. Basically, it's a get out of jail free card for both.
Sure,
okay, so okay,
exactly.
So in that case, then I definitely think that LA is finished, because that means
that's my next question.
Because if that means that niggas can just get off and
you do a crime,
they want to do is pretty much
you rob some shit, bro, and then you right back on the streets, nigga. It's crazy to think about that, bro. Like I get. See, I don't see. That's what I'm saying with these laws. They either swing too far one way or too far the other way. They could have came with a more comprehensive solution to this than just saying nobody pays bail, bro. To me, that's just like, it's like the equivalent to saying, hey, immigrants are gonna come here anyways. Just let them all in. You know what I mean? That's like the equivalent to that. It's like you don't always have to overcorrect.
Yeah, so it's basically them eliminating the whole bail system. Basically,
it's pretty much.
So that makes sense. Yeah, no, that definitely, it's definitely over with.
And LA already
a bunch of crime. It's about to be more crime. It's about to be like the 90s and the 80s probably. So
absolutely,
it's already a lot of crime in LA right now. So
exactly.
Yeah, definitely. That's
so think about it, nigga. You go to jail. I mean, unless you get denied. Let's say you get denied it, but let's say you go to jail for nigga. All right, let's say you go to jail for attempted murder. And then you right back on the streets. Now you can finish the job.
Yeah. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now
that's
look
crazy.
At this though. Okay. Now, because I get it. Yeah, because you got some niggas who will bail out off of murder, and you're like, how the fuck did that nigga bail out? It's like, okay, yeah. So they're basically making like nigga, like you, like okay, but okay. Now, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Does that mean 50 Cent is pro niggas being locked up?
See, don't look at it like that, bro. Don't look at it like that, because like when you say it like that,
I'm just being petty. But I'm just like saying
that, it sounds bad, bro. But
I just 50 Cent vouching for niggas to be locked up.
Right.
He's basically saying lock these niggas up because this about to get crazy out here, and I'm not trying to get robbed.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, bro. You make it sound harsh, but I think the nigga just, You know, he probably got some property in LA. Nigga, he just concerned about the community. You know,
he's afraid his house is gonna get hit in LA while he's gone. And he's like, whoever does it, I want them niggas to be locked up. It sounds like, because it's like, nigga. I mean, yeah. I'm not now. Like I said, us talking from just regular, average, everyday civilians. We like, I think it's definitely a bad thing because you're gonna have a lot of niggas out that shouldn't be out. There's a lot of niggas who are in who shouldn't be in, but there's a lot of niggas.
Right.
And let's just keep it real. A lot of niggas who are in there who probably need not necessarily to be in there for the rest of their life or to be in there for super long periods.
Depending
of time.
on what they did, nigga. Depending on what
they need.
did,
exactly. But some niggas need to be up in there. At least need to sit down for a little bit and reevaluate some shit.
Absolutely.
Now is he saying, because I would think that he would be anti niggas being locked up.
I think
because if he is saying that it's okay, then he's on some Charleston White shit.
Look, 50 Cent, I don't know if he been supporting Trump lately. Understandably so. These niggas is rich, and Republicans is known for tax breaks and and business benefits and all this shit. You know what I mean? So and what also goes along with Republicans is they're really harsh on crime. It's some left wing shit, some Democratic states that are super easy. Like, he shouldn't do that much time. He only pistol whipped a nigga and robbed his store. He shouldn't be locked up for that long. That's so left shit.
50 Cent works with the police. That's known.
To me, it sounds like 50 Cent is just changing. Because if you look at his old self before the fame, before the money, he was the same criminals that he's advocating to stay in jail. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say, I'll take that back. I'm not gonna say he works with the police, but he has he usually deals with the police as far as his security and shit. So it's he's probably just man, it's about to be a bunch of ignorant niggas out here.
He ain't wrong though
in LA. So I said, I don't think he's wrong. I'm just wondering how, like I said, it's some niggas be saying certain things where it's y'all niggas are. I don't know. It's just like I was saying before, man. This gangster rap shit. This gangster rap is over with. They tried to revive it with the drill culture. It's over with. So
I agree. All right, moving on.